must be the place. Yeah, this must be the place. Ain't no time to waste. Ain't no time to waste. So whether you in Minneapolis or St. Paul, Bloomington to Maple Grove, from the east side to the west side, down south to way up north, let me hear you say, this must be the place. Yeah, this must be the place. This must be the place. Ain't no time to waste.
Hey, on this week's episode of This Must Be the Place, we eat some food.
We're gonna eat some food.
We eat some sandwiches from some of our favorite sandwich places in the Twin Cities.
Yes.
And we didn't tell each other what we were gonna get today.
Nope.
Can you hear me opening the bag? ASMR.
Some good ASMR. I've got a crinkly butcher paper situation going on here.
Yeah. Crinkle it.
Why is my red light on?
Because it's internally recording as well.
Oh, exciting.
I'm gonna get rid of my computro.
Yeah.
Here.
So as everybody knows,
Tell everybody what you got.
Well, we talk a lot about food because it's important to us and it's what drives a lot of our motivations for life. We've talked about a lot of sandwiches over the episodes of this show. I brought Lou's Banh Mi. I went to the Northeast location because we record this podcast in Northeast. But they also have a location on Eat Street. And they might have another one, Dinkytown maybe. But it's my favorite banh mi sandwich in the Twin Cities. Casey's never had it, so I wanted to pick up a Lou's banh mi sandwich. And we're gonna taste some crusty ass French baguette bun roll banh mi sandwich.
I got the Iron Ranger Porchetta sandwich with spicy or hot jardinera. Much to Andrew's dismay, I had them furnish a ramekin of ketchup.
Oh boy.
And some French fries. You want some French fries, dude?
Did you see? No, I don't.
You don't want French fries.
Well, no, because inherently during travel they turn into steamed goop.
Yeah. Yeah, that is true.
Did you hear?
Because I will say, I know you want to ask me a question here.
Yeah.
The Iron Ranger, some good ass French fries generally.
Generally, yeah. Last time I was
French
there, they were really good, and I think it's science. There's nothing you can do about it.
It is science. It is science. This looks delicious.
So, this looks really.
Let's see how they traveled.
Yeah, they don't have that crunch, but
No.
I'm sure flavor-wise they're good.
There you go. That's pretty good.
Did you see what Barack Obama recently said about ketchup on a podcast with his wife Michelle Obama? I believe it was like food hot takes.
It was like, I love it so much.
No, Barack Obama said nobody over the age of 8 years old should eat ketchup.
Look, there's a lot of things I agree with.
With the ex-president,
on.
yeah. That ain't one of them?
That ain't one of them.
All right, I'm going to have a bite of the banh mi sandwich
Hey,
first.
sad news. Actually, not sad news at all. Hulk Hogan died.
Yeah, Hulk Hogan just died about an hour before we started recording this.
I would say R.I.P., but I don't care.
I mean, R.I.P. in the sense of
no R.I.P.
death, but no,
Yes, I mean, like, too bad, so sad for his family and all that stuff, but like as a human, he was a pile of trash.
He was a colossal piece of shit.
Yeah, so cheers to Lou's and the Iron Ranger.
That's a pretty good sandwich.
That's the stuff. This is gonna make for terrible podcast.
It's great for audio content for everybody that just wants to hear people chew.
It's gonna make a terrible podcast. But you know what? Can't all be winners. You know?
Are you dipping your porchetta jardinera sandwich in ketchup? I thought you got the ketchup for the French fries.
I did. I just wanted to try it.
Oh, yeah.
Just wanted to see what it provided.
Sure.
Doesn't provide much to the sandwich. What do you think?
Very good.
It's I had to take off the sweatshirt because the spicy jardinera Definitely opens up the sinuses a bit. And I think I would have started sweating on camera uncomfortably. The banh mi, we got some heat going on in the banh mi.
Yeah, there's jalapenos in there, yeah.
Okay.
It's not as spicy as the Iron Ranger, though.
Dude,
It's a good banh mi, isn't it?
dude, that's a good banh mi.
You know what I think sets it apart? Obviously,
That's a really good banh mi.
yeah. The protein, the way they prepare the protein, obviously, and the freshness of the vegetables and the herbs and stuff, but I'm 90% sure they use Kewpie mayo.
I don't know if those quiet people.
No, it's not two letters, Q and P. It's Kewpie. It's a Japanese mayo.
Cutie pie?
Yeah, cutie pie mayo. Kewpie mayo, which they use in Japanese, like if sushi uses mayo, they use Kewpie,
Okay.
and it's got a yellow tint to it.
So it's Kewpie,
Kewpie,
not QP.
correct, Kewpie,
Okay.
and it's got a yellowish tint because it's made with egg yolks.
Well, it's
Only egg
It's
yolks.
delicious.
It's so good. And-
My wife makes a good banh mi.
You've mentioned
There's a
that.
whole different vibe.
Yeah.
My wife's is a little like we fresh pickle the carrots, and so it's a little bit brinier. It's a little bit saltier, and then there's pork, like pork shoulder, or pork.
Butt?
What's the
Tenderloin.
tenderloin? Yeah, sliced up. So there's slices of pork, and then I make it spicy with sriracha and some mayo and some other stuff. This is really good in a
It's
whole
really good.
other way. Yeah. I was trying to talk my son into checking it out because he loves banh mi.
Yeah.
Big banh mi fan. But he's always like, no, mom's is great. And I was like, oh, you should maybe try it from like a real place. Like
There's
an
a
authentic
banh mi
place.
shop that popped up last year in my neighborhood called D's Banh Mi. The letter D apostrophe S.
Yeah.
Haven't had it yet. That's the whole story.
That was it.
Yeah.
That was equally riveting.
Yeah. Hey man,
Podcast.
I'm just shouting facts here.
What's new in your world, man? Let's do a little BoomTimes first. Let's shoot the breeze, as they would say.
Welcome to Boom Times, a segment called Boom Times, Boom Times.
In the parlance of our times, just
The
watched
parlance of our times.
Just watched the Big Lebowski with my son.
Did you?
First time I'd seen the whole movie again, like front to back, probably 15, 20 years. Freaking hilarious, man. Holds up. And my son is like Walter Sobchak. Walter Sobchak is top 5, top 10 at most character of all time
Yeah.
in any movie.
We don't roll on Shabbos.
John Goodman was so good in
He
that.
was
We
so
don't
good.
roll on Shomer Shabbos, dude. Shomer Shabbos. I forgot that Donnie died.
Yeah.
Forgot it until it happened.
And then they like spray his ashes and, then
it's
it
all
goes
over
right
the
back
dude.
in his face.
Yeah. Fuck you, Walter.
That's a pretty good Jeff Bridges.
Oh, thanks, man.
Yeah. I remember loving it because I remember he was in the car and somebody turned the radio on or something or put a CD in and it was the Eagles. And he goes, I fucking hate the Eagles.
Yep.
And that, I was like, this guy gets me because I hate the Eagles.
It was a cab driver. It was like modern day Uber. And the dude kicked him out in the middle, in
That's
the middle
right.
of the road.
That's right.
Going back from like Jackie Treehorn's.
Yes. Yeah, that's it. I haven't seen that movie in
The Jesus, what an
15
amazing
years.
character that was. And
that was John
supposed-
Leguizamo, right? Or
No.
not John Turturro.
Yes. He Wung, is that the password?
Of Winged?
Past tense of winged. Wung.
Yeah, he wung it.
He wung it.
Yeah.
It was supposed to be a much more, I think, small, subtle part.
Yeah.
And he was like, let me just...
he
let
cooked
me
with it.
Let me explore the space.
Yeah, the nobody fucks with the Jesus
Yeah,
line.
oh my God.
That's so good.
Everything about it. When he licks the ball.
Yeah, man.
It's a great movie. So we watched that the other day.
That's cool.
Yep.
For early boom times, dude, speaking of RIP, I want to go deep on this.
No RIP for Hogan. Sorry.
No. Malcolm Jamal Warner, man.
R.I.P. for Malcolm Jamal Warner and Ozzy.
And Ozzy Osbourne. But for me personally, I was never like a big Black Sabbath fan or a heavy metal fan in general.
But from a cultural standpoint.
Yeah, sure. And I've always hated reality TV,
Yeah.
as previously discussed in this podcast. And he was like one of the first reality TV stars, right?
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah, maybe.
Yeah, like late 90s, right? Early
Yeah,
2000s?
I suppose that was when the Osbournes were.
But Malcolm Jamal Warner, who played Theo Huxtable, most people that listen to this podcast probably know who that is. Unfortunately, we don't have a lot of Gen Y listeners, Gen Z, whatever it is.
I don't even know what Gen we're on.
I don't either. Whatever. But as a kid who was predominantly raised by a single parent, because my parents got divorced when I was a little kid.
They plopped you right in front of the TV.
Yeah, man, because my mom worked a ton. So I was raised by TV in a lot of ways.
Explains a lot.
It explains so much.
Yeah.
But I grew up with The Cosby Show. And obviously we're not going to talk about all the negative connotations that come along with that name. But the show itself,
Classic TV, man.
is so good. And it holds up. Because I've looked back at clips since he died, and I'm like, dude, that show was A, hilarious, B, I thought I was going to be Malcolm Jamal Warner. I wanted my parents to be Claire and Cliff Huxtable. I wanted a little sister like Rudy. I wanted an older sister like Denise. You know?
You thought you were going to be Malcolm. You thought you were going to be Rudy Huxtable, man.
No.
Was it the high top fade?
Theo.
Theo Huxtable. Sorry. Was it the high top fade that you were?
See,
that you wanted?
his look changed over the years.
Was it the? It did change when he was younger.
When he was younger, he didn't have a high top fade. The high top fade was when he was in college.
Yeah,
but
yeah,
I know
yeah.
every episode inside and out.
Do you?
Oh my god,
Dude, there were some great ones. The Lamaze episode with the
the
breathing.
Yeah.
The one where Theo had to come back and rent a room in the house. Remember that?
He didn't have to. They played a whole big game with him because he was talking about living independently.
Yeah.
And
And they taught him like the cost, what a dollar is worth.
Yes.
It's a great episode.
And Cliff pretended to be the landlord. I even remember his name, the landlord's name that he pretended to be.
What was that?
Harley Weewax.
Okay.
But anyway, Malcolm.
I wonder if that was one of his characters that he played off camera too.
Oh, good God. But Malcolm Jamal Warner was named after a combination of Malcolm X and Ahmad Jamal.
I had no idea of this.
I don't know if you, because again, he died, and then I was like, it really hit me hard, even though it shouldn't, because
No, there's some celebrities that when they pass,
yeah.
You had some sort of connection to it where you're just like, oh man, like that really sucks. You feel like you've lost something personally. Right, and politicians too. Paul Wellstone was one for the masses around here, right? Malcolm Jamal Warner was that for you. No, I get that, totally.
But like Paul Wellstone was still a senator, right?
Yeah.
Like Malcolm Jamal, I hadn't really watched anything he had done in 20 years.
Yeah, but there was that connection as a kid. It was part of your
totally
formative.
But I read him I watched a video of him talking about his history and his parents and why they named him what they named him. He was named after Malcolm X and Ahmad Jamal. I don't know if you'd listen to Ahmad Jamal ever, but jazz musician who was also politically active. And he died a couple years ago too. But
shout out Cy Smith. Cy Smith is an artist truly one of the artists that I feel like I had the honor of somehow getting to record a song with. And, she's low-key so fucking dope as a jazz singer and musician that I don't think people understand how great some of these musicians that don't get the wide name recognition that there are, and she was one of them, right? Like, first maybe decade of American Idol, she was like one of the lead like backup singers to the band that played there.
I've never even heard of
She
it.
has toured the world with Tony Bennett as a backup singer.
Tony Bennett, the dead guy?
Yep. And her first 2 solo albums, I think Alicia Muhammad did the beats for them. Like she
Shout out
is
Tribe
like
Called
a
Quest.
legit neo soul jazz icon, and she, in my eyes, and she had a picture with because she's in LA. She had a picture with Malcolm Warner, who was also apparently a really good jazz. He had a good jazz group. And so she posted a picture of them
He was a poet,
outside
too.
of a jazz club, you know, pretty much right after he passed away. And, you know, the small 6 degrees of separation kind of thing to him, which, you know, I didn't realize until I saw the picture that he was also a really dope musician.
Yeah.
So,
And like spoken word poet.
yeah.
Like, did you ever see So I Married an Axe Murderer?
Uh-huh.
It's one of my favorite movies.
It looks like his head is an orange on a toothpick.
Exactly right.
Yeah.
And then he makes fun of him, and then he said, now he's going to go cry himself to sleep on his huge pillow.
His enormous pillow. Yeah.
But in the beginning of that, Mike Myers' character does like some spoken word poetry, and it's obviously farcical, but
Yeah.
Malcolm Jamal Warner, you know, did like an actual artistic version of that as part of his art. Anyway, that sucks.
So,
because he was young, he was like 54. He drowned trying to save his daughter.
Accidentally, yeah.
Yeah.
Did he save his daughter?
Yeah, she lived.
Yeah. Unbelievable.
Yep,
That's an RIP. That's a
100%.
true RIP.
100%.
You know what I mean? Not the fake sort of sadness that I would muster up for the other guy.
No, right.
Another thing that just happened, South Park.
I haven't seen it yet.
South Park
I read
just
about
inked
it.
a $1.5 billion deal with Paramount. And
They did like a video, right?
And then with Trey and whoever the creators are. And then released
Matt Stone.
the next season where they eviscerate
Trump?
Yeah. I mean, like, eviscerate.
Did you watch it?
I've watched clips of it,
Yeah.
and some of it, they use, like, AI for, like, you know when they bring real people into South Park sometimes?
Yeah.
They have, like, a thing with Trump in the desert as a real person, and it is, like, it's unbelievable that it aired, especially with the current situation that's happening with the whole Epstein list and the mini revolt and him being on the list and them knowing about it since May and just all the craziness that's revolving around that. So I just, it's part of the current political and cultural landscape. Obviously, South Park has interjected themselves right back in the middle of it.
Love it.
And they've been doing that for what? 30 years now?
30,
25 years?
30.
Yeah,
Like
so-
96, 97, I think.
Yeah. So that was something else that happened.
And now, This Must Be the Place presents Neighborhood Watch.
This week on This Must Be the Place, we're going to do Prospect Park for Neighborhood Watch.
Yes, we are.
You looked at me like,
I was waiting for Neighborhood Watch to come out.
yeah.
Yeah.
Neighborhood Watch.
Prospect Park.
Prospect Park.
Founded by Patricia Prospect.
That was really good timing.
Thank you.
Yeah. Well, we'll get into all that.
Yeah, we'll get into all that.
What do you know about Prospect Park? You were just telling me
I don't
how
know.
much you know.
I don't know much.
you-
That's why I said it was founded by someone called Patricia Prospect, because I don't think that's right.
Do you know where it is?
I do know where
the
it is.
geographical location? Because in looking it up, it actually surprised me.
Can I guess?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's on the river. I know that.
It does extend to the river.
Yeah.
Correct.
Like south, right? Like the Mississippi River is like on its southern border, kind of. No.
No.
It's right next. It's how about this? It's in between the University of Minnesota and the river, kind of.
Sort of.
Sure.
Sort of.
It's right across the river from
Keep going.
from St. Anthony Park. No, it's right. St. Paul. It's right across the river from
No,
St. Paul.
no, it's not.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not. Nope. It's right across the river from Cedar Riverside and Seward.
I thought Seward borders it.
Nope.
Okay.
Oh, you're all turned
I'm
backwards,
all turned-
upside down.
yeah.
Around. Where are you from?
Originally,
You're the Minneapolis guy, I thought.
I've lived there since 2009.
Maybe this part of Minneapolis is confusing to you.
It's a blind spot for me.
because it can be, Minneapolis can be confusing.
It can. It can. I've eaten at the Malcom market at Malcom Yards quite a few times.
So if you have eaten at Malcom Yards and you know that that is in the Prospect Park neighborhood,
Yeah.
how in the hell do you think it borders Seward?
I don't know. I just think it does.
Okay.
I'm just gonna tell everybody it does.
Okay, so we're gonna go
It's on the river, though,
from
right?
the University of Minnesota
Yeah.
and the train tracks behind
Yeah,
the
train
University of
tracks.
Minnesota.
Yeah.
We're gonna follow that to the east and southeast along the north bank or the east bank, because at that point it's both the north and the east bank of the Mississippi River.
Yeah.
It's gonna go on the south side of Prospect Park. It's gonna go along River Road, which at that point is in Minneapolis, all the way until where on the same side of the river it switches to being in St. Paul, right by where the Shriners Hospital is, and now it's something else. You know where that is?
Nope.
It is on the east bank of the Mississippi River on River Road, right next to, it borders Denoyer Park. There's that old railroad bridge that goes across.
Yeah, just north of Lake Street. Well,
No.
Marshall.
Oh my God.
Northwest of Marshall.
Yes.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then if you go up University and you take University from, let's say, Fulton Street or where the football stadium is for the U of M,
Yep.
right? Where the B-Dubs is, if you will.
Yes.
You take that up University to about 280. It just stops just shy of 280, which is the border between St. Paul and Minneapolis, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And then and this is what I didn't realize. I thought it was just that neighborhood where the Witch's Tower was.
Yeah.
Right? But it actually extends
Witch's
over the
Hat.
highway on those 2 blocks of Mississippi River Road and the block behind it, which butts up to 94. 94 over the wall, which is like the Franklin Avenue, cuts through the heart of Prospect Park, and that continues across University to like the Malcom Yards area on what is Malcom. I don't know if it's a street or avenue. I think it's a street. And Surly's back there. Malcom Yards is back there.
It would be an avenue.
Yeah. And what is really dope, I mean, this is an old school Malcom Yards kind of thing. Before they started building all those like new condos and fancy apartments and everything else there was a conglomerate of immigrant-owned auto mechanics and body shops, exactly where some of those apartments were.
And there's a lot of them now, those apartments.
Yep, and
Jesus.
so it went for like a good like football field sized along University, turned the corner, went for another football field back, and it was like this like fortress, if you will. And it was open, it was like an O. It was an O. And it had an opening on the one side, and you would drive into the O, and these mechanics there were probably 20 of them, lined the entire interior of this building. So you could go get your car fixed, and then they'd like drive it like right across the parking lot to a body shop. And the dude who owned the body shop was like Nigerian, and the dude who was fixing my car was first generation Vietnamese and Mexicans and Somalis, and it was crazy because it really felt so international and unlike anywhere else that you would ever go in Minneapolis.
What was it, like the 70s, 80s?
No.
Earlier?
Right before they built Malcom Yards up and right there.
Oh, so like
I'm
recently.
talking like 8-9 years ago.
Yeah.
Is where I got my car. Shout out Van's Automotive. My guy Van and his uncle owned this place. And shout out like I think Quee or Neef or one of those guys was who put me in touch with him. But it was killer because you went in there and you definitely feel like you didn't know you were in Minneapolis, let alone like America, but it didn't feel like any other country because it was completely international with immigrants from all over different nationalities.
Interesting.
It was really cool. I was bummed when they tore it down to build that. Obviously, it's like a slice of unknown history that literally not many people in Minneapolis or St. Paul or Twin Cities ever knew about. But I think there are articles written about this place because it was so unique and so cool.
Yeah, and it's kind of a shame, right, that it got, gentrified.
Yeah, dude, all those people had to find new places. I think vans went up to Brooklyn Park somewhere, but I remember they were looking for new spots. I'm sure a bunch of them just went out of business,
Yeah.
Because it was just like 20 garage bays, all on the interior of this building of the circle that you drove into. It was pretty cool.
Yeah, because that was up until recently, that whole area you're talking about was like all industrial, right?
From the train tracks to University, yeah.
Yeah.
It was all industrial on that side of University until you got to like where the tea house is or where it started to be more of the University of Minnesota. Now it's Prospect Park 2.0, we'll call it. You know what I mean? But I didn't even realize that was Prospect Park. I always thought Prospect Park was tucked away on the other side of University, down to the river in the Witches Hat neighborhood. Which is a killer neighborhood, man. I don't know if you ever drive through there. My buddy Alex.
I have, rarely. I know about the Witch's Hat.
Okay.
And that's one of the other few things I know about Prospect Park. And the Franklin Avenue Bridge, right?
Yeah, technically I think that's probably in there.
All right. I've exhausted the things I know about Prospect Park.
You didn't look up anything you don't know, like the
Casey,
the info
I've been
sparksiness
busy.
we have been busy.
We have been busy.
That's so apologies to those of you who look forward to a weekly podcast. I'm not sure if there really are any of you out there. I'm assuming there might be a couple.
Yeah, we got a couple of them.
But it's been tough trying to get in here just with how busy we've been with showings or closings or negotiations or whatever.
And I've been driving I've been going from White Bear Lake to New Brighton all the way to South Minneapolis and then all the way to Plymouth and Maple Grove and Corcoran. So I've been busy.
Yeah. Well, here's some stats from the sort of just like the statistics of Malcom Yards. It's one of the neighborhoods that I think
Prospect Park, you mean?
Yeah, thank you.
Yep.
They
I'll
should
keep
just
correcting you.
just turn it into
just the
Malcom Yards
neighborhood.
It's got a huge swing in the monthly sales price of houses, the median sale price of houses. On the high side, we're looking at July of 24 being about $400,000 per. And when you get to April of 2025, it's $300,000.
What?
So I'm guessing it's because not a lot of stuff comes up for sale in Prospect Park.
Yeah.
And
I wonder what the breakdown of rental percentage is to.
That's a good
family.
question. I know that a lot of professors from the University of Minnesota live there.
Sure.
My buddy Alex and his wife lived there when they were adjunct faculty. And my wife and I looked at a house right there. There used to be this killer restaurant called Signature, which was this neighborhood restaurant that was phenomenal.
Never even heard of it.
Yep. It was on Warwick, off of Franklin. And we wanted to buy this incredible Dutch colonial right next door. And we were like, oh, but it's next door to a restaurant. And then we were like, oh, but it's going to smell like the delicious food of Signature every day. Couldn't afford the house at the time. It was one of those ones that was built in the 1800s, had like a one-car tandem garage, a two-car garage, underneath from the backside. And so that whole neighborhood's built on a hill going down in the Mississippi River.
Yeah.
So from the top floor to the bottom floor felt like 40 feet.
Sure.
And the woodwork was just gorgeous and stained glass windows and super cool. Somebody I'm sure is living there very happily. But that's the cool part about that area is you get Dutch colonials, you get these craftsmen that are hanging off the hill in some instances.
Sure.
With the garages up front where you're walking up 30, 40 stairs to get to the front door. So it kind of feels like you're on the hills of, I don't want to say LA because it's nothing like the scenery, but like very urban view of Minneapolis, hanging off a hill in this 100-plus-year-old house.
Like the Summit Hill from the University Club going down. Not that steep, but like
much
longer.
Yes, but much more densely populated.
Correct.
Because the houses are just right next to each other. And you can get some little bungalows at like 1,200 square feet, or you can get some enormous, like super old mansion-y type.
Yeah, Victorian or whatever.
Yeah. So it's a really cool neighborhood from the diversity of architecture, probably, and people in terms of rental. When you go to the I want to say it's the northwest side of Franklin, I think it's more rentals around the Witch's Hat. And when you go to the St. Paul side or the river side of Franklin, right? I think that's the...
What's the Witch's Hat for those? Because I thought it was a water tower, and you said, you kind of gave me a look.
It's funny. So you want to get into like how...
Just for people that don't know what it when we say that.
So when you drive along 94,
Yeah.
if you're going 94 east from Minneapolis to St. Paul, if you look to your right, you'll see what appears to be a tower, like a Rapunzel type tower with a witch's hat on top of it. It might be a water tower. I don't really know. I'm about to.
Yeah, I guess I always just thought it was.
I just thought it was like a lookout vantage point where they like signaled to Minneapolis that the St. Paul was under attack and they should rally the troops and come to their aid, kind of like Lord of the Rings, when they light the beams.
Never seen Lord of the Rings.
Oh, okay.
Can you believe that?
No, it's a.
Someday we'll do another segment of Andrew's 46 years old and is embarrassing that he doesn't know about these things. Never seen Lord of the Rings, nor read the books. Never seen The Godfather.
Yeah, I mean, we're like just on the edge of Godfather age, I think.
Yeah.
5 years older, we would have been like, The Godfather is amazing.
Yeah.
And we love Van Halen. That would have been us. But
Thank
now,
God I never had to go through a Van Halen phase.
I don't believe. What do we think the average number of shows to pending is in Prospect Park?
12.
7.
Oh, okay.
7.
Okay, so we're desirable.
Yes. Percent of original price.
Twin
Twin Cities average right now.
Twin Cities average has got to be like 99.5.
It's at 100 even.
Wow.
Yeah, right there. And Prospect Park is coming a little bit lower, 97.3. And I think that's just because the houses are so old. And people have been probably living in a lot of them for so long that when they are going up for sale, they need a fair amount of work. That's just my guess of what I know about Prospect Park. Price per square foot?
$200.
$247.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So a little wealthier per square foot. And then in addition to that, probably need to fix up a little fixer-upper action.
Yeah, because I would imagine the demographics would also be a little younger, though, right? Like, do you have that?
I don't. We can do age demographic for Prospect Park.
Just because where it is geographically, and you got the train there now, and the river.
Ooh.
I would imagine it's like 35.
No, the median age is around 21.
Because of all the rentals.
And because it includes all of the student housing and all those apartments, which are now by Malcom Yards on the other side of University Avenue, by Surly, and all that. So I think that skews the demo a lot younger, if compared to if it were just sort of that between the river and University off Franklin on either side. Significant number of residents between 35 and 64 as well.
It's a big gap.
Big gap, but like a fairly wide, diverse neighborhood in terms of both racial identity and I think socioeconomic because of the rental and homeowners and rentals.
Yeah.
So, are there any restaurants or anything around there that you love? That,
I don't know.
You
Market at Malcom Yards is fun. It's fun to bring, kids of all ages.
Yeah.
Especially like So it's like a food hall, right?
Yeah. So tell if you're not from the area or you've never been.
Yeah, it's called
what is it?
the Market at Malcom Yards, I
Yep.
think it's called, but it's like a big. I mean, I don't know if it has been there for 100 years or whatever, but they've turned it into like the building into like a food hall, and they've
It's one
got
of the few food halls that is pretty awesome. A lot of food halls are lame and they fail.
yeah.
This one's good.
Yeah, I've heard that, and
I think I'm keg and case, for example.
Keg and Case, and the one on Eat Street too. Now
I don't even know.
I haven't been to that one, but I've heard kind of meh things about that. But the Market at Malcom Yards does it right, at least in terms of the times I've been there. The vendors there are on point. They've got the automated beer wall now. They've got a cocktail place. They've got a back area with so many spots to sit. They have Rectangle Pizza as one of their vendors, which
Dude, their breakfast pizza is pretty awesome. I mean, all of their pizzas are awesome if you're
I've
into
never
Detroit.
had their breakfast pizza, but that's the one that won like best pizza in the country.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah.
Wait, do you like Detroit style?
I love it.
Right? So
Yeah.
Detroit style is the thicker, almost pan pizza.
Yeah.
Buttery crust
Yeah,
that's
dude.
crispy and brown with just caramelized, gooey amazingness.
Yes.
I couldn't eat that every day.
Nuh-uh.
Like it's not the pizza that I could be like, let's order a pizza and just get that one all the time.
No.
But as a specialty kind of thing, man, that hits right sometimes.
Yeah, and you're not, and the pizza's kind of small and they're expensive, but
Yeah.
like you're not having 4 pieces of that shit.
No.
Like you're 2 and done. It's a
Yeah.
commitment. It's a dense pizza, but it's so good.
The empanada place is pretty great.
Yes.
Del Sur
yes.
empanadas.
That means the South for all you Spanish speakers.
Does it?
Yeah, dude.
All right. They got a decent deli in there too. You ever have that?
Nope.
No?
Deli?
Yeah, deli.
Is that a newer edition?
I think so.
Yeah.
Kinsley's Smokehouse
Yeah,
Deli.
that wasn't there last time I was there.
They had a burger spot.
They did.
I don't know the name of it.
Babito?
Is that what it is?
Yeah, burgers and ice cream. Super good.
Yeah. Bebezito.
Bebezito, yeah.
Yeah.
And they had momos.
Yeah, Momos.
Love
Yep.
momos.
So Prospect Park.
Prospect Park.
I found some interesting history on how Prospect Park came to be known as Prospect Park.
Hit me.
And I wrote a little story.
Sure.
Do you want to hear the story?
I do.
Okay.
We've been so busy. I'm surprised you found the time.
I call
This
it.
must have been during your break in the middle of the night to eat pizza and drink
I get up super early.
beer. Yep.
I go for it. Did I tell you I started running?
No. So that's good. Good to
Started
hear.
running.
Started running. Yep.
Got some new running shoes the other day.
Yep.
Put them for a 6-miler.
Yep.
It was hard to run that long for that slow, but it's what the watch told me to do, so I did it.
What
So
do you
I'm-
do, like an 11-minute mile average?
No, this one was in the heat of the day, and it was more like an 11:45 average, so it's pretty slow,
embarrassing.
slow and low. They wanted me to run for an hour and 6 minutes.
Yeah.
But it wanted me to. It tells me what heart rate I'm to maintain. So if I go over, I have an alarm yelling at me. Your heart rate's high. So
You
it's
want to be at
actually
like 120 beats per minute or something?
145.
Sure.
But it's hard to maintain that at the end of a run. Like I want to run faster, I'm feeling good, but my heart rate will go too high. So it's called part of the base run. So anyways, so after that, I find a little me time
Yeah.
generally when I'm soaking in the hot tub to collect my thoughts.
Sure.
Get some therapy.
You got the ideas flowing
And,
in your head.
I call this the Witch's Hat and the Whispering Hill.
Okay, I can't
Okay.
wait.
In the year 1884, just after God blinked and the Mississippi shifted a half inch to the left, a traveling organist named Elmer Quibble got lost in a rainstorm. He was searching for St. Paul, but his horse, a vindictive gelding named Ulysses S. Trot, dragged him up a peculiar hill on the east side of Minneapolis instead. The hill, you see, whispered. It whispered to people things they already knew but didn't want to remember, that their knees would betray them, that their love was mostly borrowed sugar, that cities were just experiments in collective optimism. Most folks turned around, but not Elmer Quibble. He unpacked his organ and played a single, ghost-wavering note that made the clouds blush and clear. Then he looked around the crooked trees and curling streets below and muttered, "This'll do." He called the hill Prospect, not because of the view, but because he believed good things might someday happen there. By 1881, a handful of other misfits has gathered, professors who taught imaginary languages, widows who brewed gin from radishes, and children who preferred reading newspapers to playing. They built houses that looked like forgotten chess pieces. One man, a certain Alfred P. Goatbender, constructed his home entirely out of a retired railroad ties and named it the Unprovoked Mansion. No one objected. The centerpiece, though, the crown jewel, was the water tower. Built in 1913 by a group of stonemasons and amateur astronomers.
It is a water tower. I was
Yes.
right.
Built in 1913 by a group of stonemasons and amateur astronomers who mistook municipal plumbing for a calling from the stars. The tower's hat-like roof was shaped that way not for aesthetics, but to stop it from floating off. It almost did. Twice. Children claimed the tower was a portal to Duluth. One climbed to the top in 1927 and swore he saw the future. He described the light rail trails and aluminum bicycles, a place called Malcom Yards, with edible bowls of curry and brewery where dogs drank beer. They institutionalized him. Years later, he was proven right, though nobody bothered to apologize. The neighborhood grew sideways instead of up. Streets sloped like lazy river currents. Streetcars came and went like lovers with conflicting graduate degrees. The university loomed nearby, always threatening to become self-aware. Some say the spirit of Elmer Quibble still wanders Tower Hill, playing this one note on a phantom organ tuned to the frequency of regret and civic pride. And that's how Prospect Park came to be. Not from planning, not from money, but from a horse with no sense of direction, a hill that wouldn't shut up, and a group of weird enough people to listen. So it goes.
What in the Wes Anderson ass Royal Tenenbaums ass
It's a good story, isn't it?
story is that?
That's a good story. Yep, The Witch's Hat and the Whispering Hill.
That sounds like it could be made into a Wes Anderson
Yeah.
film.
And that, my friends, has been Prospect Park.
Yeah, that's
a pretty good
I love how
story.
it ends with "so it goes," which is Slaughterhouse 5. Every other word is every other sentence is "so it goes." That's good stuff.
There's some truth in that.
Sure.
Are we doing anything else here?
Oh, I think we're done.
Is that it?
I mean, what do you want to talk about? Real estate? About how it's the end of July 2025, the year of our Lord, and we're still just battling it out in multiple offers.
Still the buyer's market. I mean, seller's market.
There we go.
You know, if you were to listen to the interwebs,
Yes.
you would think that people are cutting prices left and right to just get out of their houses that they don't want, and you could walk up and offer a stick of gum
Yep.
and a half-smoked cigarette for a house, and it's yours.
Yep.
Not so in Minneapolis
Nuh-uh.
or St. Paul
Or St. Paul.
or the Twin Cities Metro.
Or Roseville.
So it goes.
Or Falcon Heights. So it goes.
Anywhere, even Blaine. So it goes. You know? Hyper local. Real estate is hyper local. Stephanie. Remember Steph?
I'm familiar.
Yeah, Stephanie. She's on Threads. She's great. You know, Threads just has the same amount of active daily users as Twitter now. Yeah, I've noticed it quite a bit.
What about Blue Sky?
Way more than Blue Sky.
Oh,
Yeah.
Blue Sky's less.
Yeah. But Steph, you know, was talking about how real estate is hyper local.
Northeast Steph?
Northeast in particular. Yeah, but it's everywhere.
Yeah.
Shout out Steph, friend of the pod. Stephanie Rosner, follower, friend of the pod. Yeah, we're still losing out on multiples. We're still saying, hey, I think, you know, X more than Y will do, and it winds up being X plus Y plus Y. That actually does.
It sure does, man.
So it's you need to be clear-eyed going into this market, I think, and have a little bit of
Yeah, and that, like you said, that's
Nerve.
hyper local. That's here because we talk to people from all around the country, and it's different. It'd
Yeah.
be different depending on where you are, but here, it's a seller's market as it's ever been.
and we have clients from Springfield, right, that moved up here,
Yep.
multiple at this point.
Yep.
What's it like down there? I mean, we're like, wow, that feels foreign.
It's definitely more even, if not tilting towards buyers a little bit,
Yeah.
where buyers can make some demands of sellers and sellers have to acquiesce.
Buyers
Is a
can,
word.
buyers can put timelines on offers day one on the market.
Yep.
Sellers don't attain them. Sellers have to do a bunch of fixes that buyers up here would be like, no, thank you. We'll go to one of our other 10 offers. So on the flip side, though, the people that do, we say it all the time here, the people that do price their houses wrong or think their houses are better than they really are,
Yep.
man, they really are in for a rude awakening when it comes to overestimating how much they want for their houses. I think we're seeing one in the next couple of days, which I think is grossly overpriced. They're trying to get $430 a square foot for that particular house. I'm not going to say which one it is, but it's gross.
Oh, you're going to show that one?
Oh, I'm not.
I am?
No, nobody is.
Oh, I was going to say.
We were going to show it.
Yeah, you said you were going to.
She talked. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
She talked herself out of it
Yes,
pretty quickly.
yes.
But yeah, so it's an uphill battle as a buyer here. So come with your best offer and work with really good people who can use communication and knowledge of the market, hyper local knowledge of the market to your advantage.
That house was in a city that rhymes with St. Louis Clark.
Oh,
So little code there. So we're not gonna give anything away.
Taint Newish Lark.
Taint Newish Lark.
Taint Newish Lark. Yeah. Yeah, it's hard to be witty after that food. It was really good.
Yeah, that was really good food.
I'm satiated.
Yes, me as well.
I feel like I just could contently sit for a while.
We also have the state fair coming up. So we'll be doing probably an episode state fair related,
Dude,
right?
we should we shouldn't. Should we film it?
We could.
We could go as like, bosom buddies, with like matching T-shirts, and
They don't care
dude,
what they say anymore.
we could go early.
Isn't that the bosom buddies?
Early, when nobody's there.
I don't wake up as early.
Dude,
as
come
you.
on, make it happen for a day. We'll go with the steady cam
Yeah,
with these guys.
yeah. Check it out.
We'll eat our way through it a little bit.
Eat some
We'll
cheese
talk.
curds at 7:30 in the
We'll
morning.
sweat. We'll see a cow shooting a baby out of its butt, and we'll call it a day.
All right.
Okay?
See you next time.
Bye.
This must be the place. Yeah, this must be the place. Ain't no time to waste. Ain't no time to waste. So whether you in Minneapolis or St. Paul, Bloomington to Maple Grove, from the east side to the west side.